The Thanksgiving holiday is just around the corner, and we're checking to see if the drop in inflation is going to impact your pockets when shopping for your holiday meal. And listen up, Beyonce fans, Yale University is rolling out a brand new course on the global superstar. I am just so excited about this. We'll tell you about it and what it will cover and much, much more later in the show. And happy Hum Day. It is a Wednesday, November 13th. I'm Paige Hubbard filling in for Maggie Flecknoe this morning, and this is Houston Happens. We are halfway through the week, and we're kicking off today's show talking all things Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which is offering some of the deepest discounts whoop, whoop, of the holiday season this year. Joining us with the inside scoop is Tech Life guru Jennifer Jolly. Jennifer, thanks so much for being with us this morning and waking up with us now. This is supposed to be a record year, correct?
That is absolutely right. With wage growth outpacing inflation, the average American plans to spend a record-shattering $2,000 on presents this year. Still, we all want best value and a great deal. And tech makers, well, they are showing up for it this year. Starting with Samsung's Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra. This is one of the best new AI everything tablets I've seen so far. It has a big, sharp, impressive 14.6-inch no-glare anti-reflective screen. The sleek design, though, hides the fact that it's super rugged, handling drop spills and our real lives on the go. Reimagined from the ground up for AI, it has features like Note Assist and Sketch to Image that takes productivity and creativity to the next level. I might have buried the lead here, though. Holiday specials include up to $200 off, plus up to $800 off with eligible trade-in, $1,000 off a brand new super hot gadget. Yes, please. Hydro, one of my favorite fitness gadgets, just launched an exclusive holiday edition core rower. This is what they call the grab and row deal because it's loaded with 30 self-guided rows through stunning destinations. No membership required. That's why they call it grab and row. Get it? Smoke and deal for anyone needing a high energy, low impact, full body strength and cardio workout. You can do it at home in about 20 minutes. I was a Hydro early adopter, and this is my actual machine. I can vouch for it. Both my husband and I still use it 3 to 4 days a week. We're going on 5 years with it. Price point under $2,000. The latest Ring battery doorbell brings a bunch of awesome upgrades with a really low price point too. Head-to-toe HD video, a much wider field of view to capture more space and spot more packages, enhanced color night vision, and a longer battery life than a previous generation. Best part, it is 40% off this Black Friday and Cyber Monday, just under $60. Another must-have for the home, especially the smart home. The Jackery 2000 V2 is an ultra-compact solar generator that holds enough power to keep lights on, run small appliances, charge your gadgets, even power your CPAP machines. Incredible backup power whenever you need it. Nearly half price on Amazon from Black Friday through Cyber Monday with the code Jennifer001. My name 001 gets you almost $1,000 off this incredible backup generator. Now, how do you know whether you're actually getting a great deal? Well, you'll need to use some price tracking tools and deal aggregators. I always start with Slick Deals. This is where millions of shoppers work together to vet and vote up the very top deals from big names like Amazon and Walmart, so you know that you're getting genuine savings on everything from toys to electronics. You can also create deal alerts based on specific keywords so you get notifications when there's a deal that hits your sweet savings spot. Where do you go for more information? Well, how about my website, techish.com? Also another savings sweet spot. What do you think?
I think those are some awesome deals. I'm going to have to get to shopping. Thank you so much for waking up with us and sharing these discounts. As always, you have a great day. And we're going to switch gears now. We are taking a live look at the Co-Cathedral of the Sacred Heart near downtown, where the funeral service for firefighter Marcelo Garcia is being held. We will continue our live coverage on CW39Houston.com. So let's also check in with Jonathan and get a look at the weather. Jonathan, how will the weather be for those who are going to be attending the funeral this morning?
Well, you know, conditions this morning are, well, we're looking at cool weather this morning. And so as we turn toward the rest of the day, you know, the temperatures, the weather is going to be clear and dry, but pretty warm in the afternoon as the highs are going to be above average, actually. So we do have a cold front on the way. Have you been enjoying the warm weather yesterday? Did you like the 81 we had? Yeah.
So I actually sat outside to have breakfast because it felt so amazing outside.
Oh,
personally,
wow.
This is my favorite time of the year, so I hope the weather sticks around long.
Well, we have some changes with the cold front, so let's talk about that. But first, you know what? The tropics are still brewing. Yes, we are watching an area of disturbed weather, as it's called, in the Caribbean. Now, the National Hurricane Center has a 90% chance of this developing into a tropical depression in the next 2 days. What does that mean? It means that, unfortunately, and maybe for us, this potential system could develop into a tropical storm. And this computer model brings it to hurricane status, it appears, going into Tuesday next week and entering the Gulf. Now, what happens at that point? Of course, this computer model this is up in the air, but this one has had consistency in bringing it over Florida. However, moving the storm, each computer model run to the left, and so that would indicate the potential that, you know, that gets close to Southeast Texas. Now, that is a ways off. It does appear like we could put some confidence in the fact that this could develop into a tropical storm or hurricane, though. So in terms of the intensity forecast, you know, we'll see how things play out, but I think we'd be talking about Sarah, it would be named, going into the weekend. All right, now this is a cold front that I mentioned. Now that's going to be moving through for today, but not before 84 degrees arrives. That's what I have in the forecast, at least. 68 right now in Houston, so it's warming up fast. And looking at the dew points at 60 degrees, those are going to be plummeting as this front moves through. And what that means for tonight, the temperatures are also going to plummet too in the evening time and tomorrow morning. Right now, we're at 71 in Angleton. It's already 74 in Galveston. We should be at 74 in Houston for high temperatures. I have 84, as I mentioned. That's well above average. But look at the temperatures just like that, going straight down. That was as best I can whistle. In the evening, at 8 p.m., we're at 70, quickly into the 60s by 10 p.m., and then the morning lows tomorrow at 53 degrees in the Houston area is close to average, actually. And so get ready for a even chillier start to your Thursday. The high temperatures tomorrow are definitely going to be noticeably cooler, 75, and any of the moisture in the air is going to be scoured out. 48 on Friday morning is below average. That'll be a first for this season. And then 75 on Friday afternoon will repeat that temperature. And then the weekend hits. And then we've got 60s in the morning, and we're back to the 80s in the afternoon for a few days. But we have another even stronger cold front ahead for next week on Tuesday into Wednesday. Now, that front will really knock our temperatures down, but it's outside these 7 days. So talking about this cold front, the first one here for today, we're going to hit 84, Paige, before it arrives. So we got to get ready for just one more very warm afternoon before fall really comes into play for our forecast tomorrow.
Well, I am going to enjoy the cool weather while we can. And the good thing about us is, you know, we wake up super early, so we get to enjoy those cooler temperatures in the morning, even though things are going to heat up a little later on in the day. So thank you so much for that update. We'll go ahead and leave it there, and we'll have much more Houston Happens right after this break.
Was a lot. So this relationship ain't gonna work. She don't want me.
Hi, I'm Micah, and I still want to buy your house. When you call 713-565-5000, you're working with me, a Houstonian who's been buying houses for over 25 years. I make it easy with an as-is cash offer on your home within 24 hours. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, when you sell to Micah, there are no fees, no commissions, no banks, and no repairs. Just call 713-565-5000 for a free, no-obligation offer 24 hours a day. That's 713-565-5000.
I've been a rookie a few times in my life, but this time it's with Medicare. So I'm going to call Cigna Healthcare, get some wisdom from them.
Wondering which Medicare plan is right for you? Call Cigna Healthcare now at 855-952-0733. Looking for low monthly premiums? With Medicare Advantage from Cigna Healthcare, they're as low as $0. Copays for many prescription drugs are as low as $0 too. You can even increase your Social Security check with a plan that helps cover your Part B premium. Plus, you'll enjoy lots of additional benefits, like coverage for preventive and comprehensive dental services. Call now and you'll receive our free Medicare Advantage Decision Guide. It includes a benefit summary, questions to ask before choosing a plan, and more. Open enrollment ends December 7th. So call 855-952-0733 now. Whether you're a Medicare rookie or looking to switch plans, it's easy to see how much you get with Medicare Advantage from Cigna Healthcare.
I'm Art Rascone. If you've had a car crash and you're thinking about handling your own injury claim, here's a great tip. Don't. If things go wrong, you pay the price. You could get in over your head with the insurance company and cost yourself more time and money in the long run. If you've been injured, don't try to do it yourself. Call Terry Bryant and get it right the first time. You deserve justice. You deserve Terry Bryant. Call 713-973-8888.
Why is TXU Energy Season Pass one of our most popular plans? Because you automatically save 50% on energy charges all winter and summer.
50% off all winter helps me stay warm and toasty.
It's easy when you can save hundreds a year.
And 50% off all summer keeps me cool when it heats up.
Sure does.
Check it out.
Cold or hot, you always save a lot.
Season Pass is one smart move. High five.
TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Impactful stories can be found right here every night at 9. The news you want at the time you need.
ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 9 on CW 39.
Good morning and welcome back. Now, recently there has been an uptick of crashes on the roadways and thefts at people's doorsteps, but it's all about being prepared and catching it on video. Joining us now to help protect you and your property is Senior Editor for Research and Testing at bestreviews.com, Meredith Gallo. Good morning, Meredith. Thank you for waking up with us as always. Now, I do want to touch on dash cams because Best Reviews did put it through your testing process. So how did it come out?
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Paige. So we did test the dash cams, and what we found was that, you know, these are just such a great tool, especially if you're worried about safety on the roadways. What we found was that Vantrue N4 3-channel dash cam was our top competitor. What we liked about this is that it had a number of great features: a loop recording, auto LCD, time lapse, all of those, a built-in microphone and speaker. We really liked about this is that the color was really good, so you could really see things, and the fish lens really allowed you to be able to kind of have a wider view of vision. What we also really liked is that this was just a great option, particularly if you just wanted something for safety. We also tested the Rexing V11 4K Ultra HD car dash cam, and what we liked about this is that it's very low. It has a very low profile design. It has great video quality, and it's really designed to kind of give you that kind of extra oomph in terms of having something that to help you with your security. So it has a little bit of those extra features that if you want something that has that capacity, it's our option for that. A little bit of an upgrade there. And I know you mentioned also that kind of security in general, a lot of times people are worried about packages getting stolen from their front door or just being able to see what's going on around their home, especially with the holidays coming up and wanting to make sure that their homes are safe. So we really like the Ring the Ring Battery Doorbell Plus. We've actually tested a number of Ring products. What we found was that this was one of our favorites because it really does a great job of giving you that full view of your front porch. It has the colored night vision setting, which is really great, especially if you're out of town or if you're already in bed. You also have a two-way talk with this, so you can talk to someone if they're at your front door. So we really like that one as well.
I think these are all such great products, and I also do have to give a nod to Ring because as a single woman who, you know, lives by herself, those cameras really help me feel safe when I'm inside. And like you say, you can just check on your house and look at everything right from your bed. So thank you so much for that. All righty, enjoy the rest of your day. Now,
thank you.
Right along, despite food inflation starting to slow, we all know Thanksgiving meals is one of the more expensive grocery bills Americans see each year. The good news is that the latest Consumer Price Index report shows a slight decrease in prices for some of the major Thanksgiving food staples. Can we say turkey, stuffing, dressing? Okay. With turkey prices down 2%, apples down 11%, and potatoes, that is, down 1%. Associate Dean Paul Isley with GVSU's Business School says overall, your holiday meal should cost you just a bit less than last year. We all like spending less. I know I do. A recent report from Wells Fargo Food Institute found you could save up to $17 for a Thanksgiving meal for $10 if you opt to shop store brand names over national brands.
The U.S. economy is a little weird right now in that we have about half the people doing really, really well and about half the people doing not so well. So for that group that's not doing quite as well, they're going to be very price sensitive and they're going to shop around. And this year, it looks like there's a lot of variability in those prices across stores. So there's a reason to move around and see what's there.
All righty, let's talk holiday food prices. Prices are expected to drop a bit more in the next week or so, which means it's time to save money, 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 and start shopping around. Now, although prices for Thanksgiving dishes are slowly decreasing, we want to make sure that you have the best for your buck and how to avoid food wastage this holiday season. Our Whitney Williams has more.
Just that holiday spirit of overindulging.
Dietitian and nutritionist Kaylee Morgenstern says portion control is everything during the holidays, and it starts from the grocery store. She recommends using tracking apps like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer to plan your grocery list.
In that app, you could put in the recipe and then put in how many serving sizes you would prefer. So, okay, I'm going to make this sweet potato casserole and I'm going to portion this into 8 servings. And then it'll tell you the nutritional value of those 8 servings. So that way you could kind of gauge, maybe I should either increase the serving sizes and plan for more people eating this dish, or I should buy less ingredients.
Morgenstern says you can also consider purchasing foods that have a longer shelf life to save money and avoid waste.
Don't hesitate to buy frozen or canned ingredients because they are nutritionally equivalent to fresh. And again, better shelf life. It's easier to kind of gauge portions.
One food pantry says their demand increases during the holidays, and food waste only worsens the food insecurity issue in the Miami Valley.
We're doing over 1,000 families this Thanksgiving. Christmas will be about the same. The demand is so high, and the resources during the holiday is very limited because there's everybody that is at a food pantry is trying to do the same resources and pulling from the same organizations.
With God's Grace encourages people who buy excess perishable and non-perishable food items to donate them. Alternatively, the Dayton Food Bank has a compost bucket program where for just $5 a month you can collect food scraps in a bucket they provide. Once it's full, you bring the bucket back and they turn that waste into compost to grow fresh produce for local families in need.
CW39's lifestyle show, Houston Happens, highlights local businesses every day. Our team's ready to help you reach more customers and grow your revenue. We'd love to speak with you. Please scan the QR code or email hhsales@cw39.com today.
Because I have both Medicaid and Medicare, I got a special Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare. It's called a DSNP. That's DSNP. and it stands for Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. And WellCare D-SNP comes with a whole lot of these, like more coverage for dental, vision, and hearing. And I can even see specialists for a $0 or low copay. And I get benefits like $0 copays on prescriptions. And a WellCare Spendables debit card for everyday stuff. And real human support. And answers I can understand. And that means a WellCare D-SNP provides what I need when I need it. And that gives me the confidence I need to get through every day.
The coverage you need and more. Call 877-278-3578 or visit wellcaremore.com to see if you qualify for more benefits.
Hi, I'm Lee Trevino. Most people know me for winning 6 PGA championships. With my bum knee, I started thinking I was going to have to trade my club in for a cane. Then I discovered Arthritis Knee Pain Centers.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers has cutting-edge image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved, non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with pain relief, comfort, and improved mobility without surgery or downtime. It's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. We've helped relieve the pain for thousands of our patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers relieve my pain and change my life. They got me back in the game again, baby. Call them now and schedule your free knee pain assessment. Get the pain relief you deserve today.
Call 800-925-6863. That's 800-925-6863.
Immediately after the crash, it starts. Before you even know what's happening, the truck company sends their insurance people, their crash experts, and their lawyers right to the scene. What are they up to? Shaping the story to protect their bottom line. And none of them are there for you. Call Terry Bryant. When the truck company tries to twist the facts, the lawyers at Terry Bryant know how to set them straight. After a truck crash, call Terry Bryant, your very own big truck team. 713-973-8888.
Unfiltered drama.
I'm not cheating. What? Look, it's right in front of my face. What do you mean? I'm not cheating on you. I love you, okay?
Weekdays at 10 on CW39 Houston.
Welcome back. We are halfway through the show and we want to give you another live look at the Co-Cathedral Sacred Heart near downtown, where the funeral service for firefighter Marcelo Garcia is being held. We know that this has been a very heavy moment for Houston firefighters and the fallen firefighters' family. So we just want to send our deepest condolences to everybody impacted by his untimely death. Now, also coming up later in the show, our Brad Gilmore sat down with the cast of Silo. It's a drama series that is captivating audiences. Hear what they had to say about this season coming up. And still to come, although Veterans Day is over, we're highlighting one Navy vet's mission to save lives and the mission behind his cause. Stay with us. Oh, and we're also going to give you another check of the forecast with Jonathan during the second half hour of Houston Happens. It starts right after the break.
Who can you call when you need immediate help, any time of day or night, even when you're hundreds of miles away from home? Always giving you and your family peace of mind, knowing that people, benefits, and services are there for you 24/7. Over 50 million members rely on AAA, America's largest motor club and most highly recommended major roadside assistance provider.
AAA's legendary roadside assistance is a network with over 50,000 vehicles that respond to more than 32 million assistance calls every year.
If something happens and we're broken down, my family's not going to be stranded.
There are so many benefits to membership, and AAA is there if you're locked out of your car, need a tow, run out of gas, have a flat tire, or a dead battery.
You know, if you have one flat tire or one battery service, that membership fee pays for itself.
Wherever you go, wherever you are, you can trust AAA to be there when you need them.
Call AAA today and find out how much you can save.
They say it takes 10,000 steps a day for healthy benefits. But now during open enrollment for healthcare coverage, the most important step is the first one you take. signing up for Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. The clear choice to get out in front of your health for the year to come. The first step to find an affordable plan that fits your budget. Enroll now. Call 855-815-3222 or visit newbenefitstx.com. Keep moving with health and wellness discounts from Blue 365. The right step for benefits like urgent care visits and prescription drugs. You may qualify for financial assistance and find a plan as low as $10 a month. Open enrollment ends soon. Take the first step in the right direction for coverage that gives you peace of mind. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Through it all.
This sight can make you feel uneasy, scared, jumpy. Got horribly hurt in a bad 18-wheeler wreck? This sight for sure will make any greedy insurance company feel uneasy, scared, jumpy.
I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. Most insurance companies don't rush to pay you fairly. I fight hard for all the cash, all the benefits you deserve.
713-777-4000. The time to call is now.
It's payback time. Don't go it alone.
News Nation tonight. Immigration, a key issue for voters. Now, newly appointed border czar Tom Homan joins Chris. How the Trump administration plans to secure the border. Will mass deportations become the law of the land? Tonight on Cuomo, starting at 8/7 Central.
Karamo, today at 10 on CW 39 Houston.
Welcome back to Houston Happens. I'm Paige Hubbard filling in for Maggie Flecknoe. Now let's get into some of today's top talkers, starting with one of my favorites. Pop superstar Beyonce and her cultural legacy will be the subject of a new course at Yale University next year. I think this is just so awesome. Now the class is titled Beyonce Makes History, Black Radical Tradition, Culture, Theory, and Politics through music. The one-credit course will focus on the period from Beyonce's 2013 self-titled album through this year's genre, Defying Cowboy Carter. Yale University's African-American Studies professor Daphne Brooks is leading the course. She will use the performer's wide-ranging repertoire as a portal for students to learn about Black intellectuals from Frederick Douglass to now. Producer Bree, we're gonna bring her in because, like I said, I am so happy to talk about anything dealing with Beyonce as a proud honorary member of the Beehive.
Why I put it in the talker.
Yes, ma'am, honey, you know me well. So how do you feel about this? Because, I mean, I have nothing but good things to say. I think this is great.
The first thing that I said as I was hearing you was, it's only one credit, like, yeah. I feel like it's worth more if it's a college credit course.
I feel like it should be worth more if it's a Beyonce.
Yes, like course. 3 college courses or 4 something.
How about 5? You know?
Why not? Why not?
But I do think her, success and her career model is a good, track to follow, because I call it the Beyonce effect. Some celebrities, when they're in the headlines, they get all bent out of shape. But Beyonce, as she say, honey, always stay gracious. Best revenge is your paper, right? So
I really do think it should start being a thing for a lot of other, especially HBCUs.
Yes.
Because it's kind of different, because there's a lot of courses out in universities that's specifically focused on celebrities. A big one is Taylor Swift.
Yes, we know.
And so having Beyonce have her own course, I think that's just amazing. I thought that already happened here in Texas, but I guess not.
Yeah. She just keeps on breaking glass ceilings. We gotta love Queen B, Beyonce.
Yeah, they just need to stop playing with her and give her album of the year so we can just stop arguing.
Well, even though some say she was snubbed for the CMT Country Awards, you saw that the Grammys is giving her flowers, and she's been nominated for Best Country Album. So, you can't win them all, but this is definitely something good for the people and those who love Beyonce.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move over to our next talker. John Kranowski is People's Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive for 2024. The magazine announced the actor, writer, director as its pick this week. Kranowski starred in The Office before launching the Quiet Place franchise and leading the action series Jack Ryan. He joked in an interview with the magazine that he's hoping his wife and fellow actor Emily Blunt makes good on a promise to plaster the cover as wallpaper at their home. You gotta support your man, honey. Previous recipients include Idris Elba, Channing Tatum, John Legend, Michael B. Jordan, and Denzel Washington. Bree, let's bring you back in to unpack this. What do you think about this? Is he the sexiest man alive?
I don't think he's my sexiest man alive. I need to be careful because our director said not to bash him, but I'm telling the truth. He's not my sexiest man.
Me either. I have someone else in mind to fill that spot. But what I will say is I watched an interview with him this morning, and I think he is just a very strong, resilient, brave person because he talked about his battle with addiction. So I think this is a great win for him. I don't know if you had a chance to tune into Good Morning America. I shouldn't be plugging Good Morning America. We're on CW39. But anyways, he was on there talking about how his wife has helped him, you know, overcome and how he had to go through this challenging intervention. So I think this is just like a good cherry on top for him to come out of that stormy season he went through.
Yeah, but he's still not my sexiest man alive. I don't think we need to see him with his shirt off. I barely want to see him with the shirt on. But that's besides the point.
Our director, Shadrika, just got in my ear, so we need to see him with his shirt off. I mean, honestly, you know, look,
she needs the mic because she has some words to say as well.
You know, I have to check out the out of the shirt picture after the show. But
I'm okay.
We're just going to keep on moving right along. Carl Maynard, an Air Force veteran, embarked on a 24-hour running marathon on the National Mall in D.C. yesterday. He's aiming to raise money and awareness for suicide prevention after he lost a friend to suicide. He talks about his thoughts leading up to the tragedy.
We were both serving in the Air Force, and I'm very transparent about this. I hesitated to get into his dorm room. I felt as if it wasn't my place to, and that hesitation, we finally got in, and he had taken his own life, and that sat with me for 17 years.
Talk about turning pain into passion. Now, Maynard decided to channel his grief into a fundraiser through the Heart and Armor Foundation for 24 hours straight. Maynard and his friends ran 52 miles around the National Mall, raising money for veterans' suicide prevention programs. And in case you missed it, you can check out our Veteran Voices special and other specials on our website. That's at cw39.com/specials.
Sibling rivalry, dark secrets, and twisted humor return in Season 2 of Bad Sisters on Apple TV+. And Eva, Sarah, Fiona, and Anne-Marie all join us in the CW39 Spotlight to take a look at this next chapter of the fan-favorite show.
Well, I think it's just so thrilling to know that the audience want more. So it makes it very exciting. I think the person who feels the pressure, of course, is Sharon.
I think Sharon, in a way, the one thing she didn't have to worry about was the success of the sisters. So all that wonderful other plot about Loftus and, you know, I think there was a wonderful, she was able to expand there and really weave a very, very brilliant plot.
Yeah. Yeah. It takes all of the stress, any stress or anxieties out of it, doesn't it? 100%. It works. It works. We know there's an audience there for it. They're excited for more. Yeah, there's the lack of trying to figure out the tone of it, like, you know, where to place it. And we won a BAFTA, so.
The post-apocalyptic world of Silo is back for a second season on Apple TV+ with Harriet Walter and Claire Perkins, and they join us to talk about the excitement and the challenges of a second season.
Well, we're guided by the novels, the books, so we know this, that there isn't the pressure you sometimes get with repeated seasons, is that they've got to build up, where can we take the story now that won't be a letdown or whatever. The layers of the onions just keep stripping, and there's more and more and more inside, so you have that confidence that you're not going to let people down.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like excited. It was like, oh my God, yes, we get to do it further, because, you know, a lot of things, they don't go to season 2.
And you can watch Bad Sisters Season 2 as well as Silo Season 2 exclusively on Apple TV+.
But until next time, I'm Brett Gilmore, CW39 Houston.
Hey, it's Karamo. You're watching Houston Happens. Coming up at 10, join me as we get deep into drama right here on CW39 Houston.
Truck crash? Before you even know what's happening, the truck company sends their insurance people and their lawyers right to the scene. And none of them are there for you. When the truck company tries to twist the facts, the lawyers at Terry Bryant know how to set them straight.
Because I have both Medicaid and Medicare, I got a special Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare. It's called a DSNP. That's DSNP. And it stands for Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. And WellCare DSNP comes with a whole lot of these, like more coverage for dental, vision, and hearing. And I can even see specialists for a $0 or low copay. And I get benefits like $0 copays on prescriptions. And a WellCare Spendables debit card for everyday stuff. And real human support. And answers I can understand. And that means a WellCare DSNP provides what I need when I need it. And that gives me the confidence I need to get through every day.
The coverage you need and more. Call 877-278-3578 or visit wellcaremore.com to see if you qualify for more benefits.
Thinking of selling your house? I'm JR with sellthejr.com, and I'll buy your house as is. I'll give you a cash offer within 24 hours. Sellthejr.com makes selling your home easy. We buy houses in any condition. We can work through any situation. With sellthejr.com, there are no strangers walking through your house, no closing costs, no commissions, and no repairs. Go to sell2jr.com for your free, no obligation cash offer.
If you can't work due to a physical or psychological problem, you can apply for Social Security disability benefits. But it's not so easy. Most people get denied and simply give up. I'm Victor McCrease, a Texas board certified attorney. If you are denied, there are 4 rules: appeal, 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 and appeal. Don't give up. Call me now. Yo hablo español.
Call Victor McCrease, 713-665-1000, easyapply.com.
If you've had a car crash and you're thinking about handling your own injury claim, here's a great tip. Don't. If things go wrong, you pay the price. Call Terry Bryant and get it right the first time. You deserve justice. You deserve Terry Bryant.
Welcome back to Houston Happens. We're going to get a check-in with our weather. So let's go ahead and bring in our chief meteorologist.
Hello.
Jonathan.
I'm over here. I should be right
yeah.
here.
There you go. Framed up right there in the middle. Look at that. Fabulous. Now, we were talking about the cooler temperatures earlier. We know things are kind of up and down. There's a little, you know, flex, a little roller coaster going on.
It's doing one of these deals.
Yeah, like
we've got a serious roller coaster. This is like Six Flags type stuff.
You got to pass it to me, though. I got to pass it to you.
All right. Oh, yeah, let's try it. Let's try to do that. Ready? Go ahead.
You start it off. Go.
I went the wrong way.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's
almost.
okay.
My arm
Let's
is
just stick
like
to the weather and hosting. All right.
Yeah, I know, right? I wish I was a good break dancer, but if I were, I would do one of those spin deals on the ground, on the floor right now, because of the weather is going to be awesome. How about that?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, I would do like a, but let's take a look. I got nice weather today, but cool weather ahead for tomorrow in the morning time. If you want the cool fall-like weather, I've got it for you. But this afternoon, we have one more day of temperatures in the 80s before it arrives, the cooler weather. 68 right now in Houston. It's in Humble right now, 65 degrees. Dayton at 64. And Pearland now into the 70s. So as we head into the afternoon, the temperatures, yeah, they are going to be well above average by anywhere from 7 to 10 degrees, depending on where you are. In Houston, about 10 degrees above average. Normally, we should be at 74 in the afternoon. So that's quite a difference. Tomorrow, in the morning time, our normal low is 52. We'll be right there tomorrow morning. Why? Well, we have a cold front coming in today after the afternoon highs arrive. So it's not getting here just in time for the afternoon. It's going to be about 5 or 6 p.m. before we start seeing the effects. And once it does arrive, the drier, cooler air will really start making it feel like it's fall starting tomorrow morning. And there it is. Actually, it's a little further east now. It's through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and it's going to be here very soon. So for the tomorrow morning time frame, temperatures in the lower to mid 50s, even some upper 40s up in the northern counties to start off your Thursday before the afternoon. We'll also see some cooler weather for your Thursday afternoon. Now let's talk about the tropics, because this is something in the long term, going into about a week and a half from now. There's this area of disturbed weather in the Caribbean, and this, according to the National Hurricane Center, has a 90% chance of developing into a tropical depression and then strengthening into a tropical storm potentially going into the weekend and next week, maybe even by next Wednesday and Thursday, taking a right turn into the area of the northeast Gulf Coast. As for our weather locally here, we'll keep an eye on that. That could influence our weather, but it's still a ways off. So for the foreseeable future, we have temperatures 84 today, but 75 tomorrow. For me, that is the sweet spot for the temperatures tomorrow and Friday. And then the weekend, we will warm it back up into the 80s. But I mean, Thursday, Friday are perfect days, in my opinion, in terms of the weather at least.
Yeah, we're going to have to get outside and enjoy some of that. And we got to love some sweater weather as well.
Yeah, a little sweater weather in the morning and then T-shirt kind of stuff in the afternoon.
We're used to it now. I know you just came from L.A., but, you know, Houstonians know that the weather is bipolar. So
absolutely, yeah.
Just pack a change of clothes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Jonathan.
You're welcome.
All righty. Now, the city of Houston, along with more than 75 local employers, hosted the 7th annual Career Opportunity Fair at Houston Community College. The event happening at the college's West Loop campus offered over 1,000 job opportunities and aims to strengthen Houston's workforce by connecting job seekers with a meaningful employment. It also provided community resources, including a mobile health unit and mental wellness support, because we all know the physical is just as much as the mental.
Is much more than just a career fair. It's about providing the tools, connections, and resources to the participants so that they're successful not only today but throughout their journey.
Moving right along, this afternoon, Galena Park ISD will be hosting its teacher job fair. The fair will be from 3 to 7 p.m. at Galena Park ISD's administration building. Be sure to bring your resume, including certifications for the job you are applying for, and always dress to impress. Now we're going to have one last live look at the Co-Cathedral of the Sacred Heart near downtown. We've been covering this all morning, where the funeral services for the firefighter Marcelo Garcia is being held. You can visit our website at CW39.com as we continue our live coverage of the funeral services. We'll be right back.
Studies show that Black women in Texas experience startling higher rates of maternal mortality than Caucasian women. And in 2020, the maternal mortality rate in Harris County skyrocketed. Joining us this morning is Deborah Mouton. She is with an art exhibit that will be here locally and will bring awareness to the issue in an interactive experience. So, Deborah, thank you so much for being here this morning.
No, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And such a big topic that I personally feel that we should be talking more about. Why don't you go ahead and tell everyone watching right now the motivation behind the exhibit and, you know, the name of it?
Yeah, so Call Me Mother came out of actually my own experience miscarrying my child. And in the process of doing so, I started to write a poem. And the last lines were something like, no one will call me mother for this. And really thinking through what it means to be called mother, what it means to lose that title so easily in a system that cares less about Black women and that tends to not listen to us as much.
And what are you hoping that others out there gather from this experience? I know that you mentioned that it is interactive, and you know, this is art. I mean, we live in Houston. It's such a diverse hub for art. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect coming in.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we think of things that are medical, very clinically and very numbers driven, and we kind of take away the empathy of it. And so this exhibit really was putting you back into the feet of Black women that are making these choices and allowing you to feel what it feels like to make those choices and to have consequences or to have rewards based off of the choices that you made, even if you may not have known what that reward was going to be on the front end. And so I think as artists, it's our job to respond in a unique way to the things that are happening around us, and Call Me Mother seeks to do that.
Why do you think for so many this is such a hard topic to talk about? That may be one of the reasons why we don't hear about it as much, because it's one of those sticky topics for a lot of people, especially if you've gone through that experience.
Absolutely. I think there's so much shame built around thinking that your body failed you or that you did something wrong, that a lot of times we just box our trauma and kind of put it away and don't want to talk about it. But the more that I shared my story and the more I connected with other women, the more I found the commonalities of this happening, and then we were able to advocate for ourselves.
As a community, Deborah, what do you think we can do to better get out that messaging or be advocates for bettering issues like this?
I think absolutely supporting artists and supporting initiatives that are going forth. You know, for us, it's really connecting with physicians and connecting with community advocates that are already doing work that's really more on the ground, and being able to shine a spotlight on what it is that they're already doing. But then also, I think living outside of yourself, starting to understand other people's experiences, listening when people tell you things are wrong and not assuming that you have the right answer. I think that makes us a more empathetic society.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. Again, very important, and we should talk more about that. And if you missed it, you can go to our website at cw39.com. But also, Deborah, why don't you tell them the main facts they need to know about coming out to the exhibit and your website?
Absolutely. So this exhibit will be opening in the fall of next year at the Health Museum. You can check out all the information of all of the artists that are included, our wonderful community partners and community advisory board that's helping steer this project along. Find out all of the ticket information on our website, and just continue to support or donate if you choose to.
Thank you so much for being here. And I will continue, we as a station will continue to support you in these efforts, and please let us know how we can further get the messaging out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Sending it back to you.
Just in time for the holiday party season, we have celebrity beauty and fashion expert Millie Almodovar, who is here with tips to show everyone how to provide some wow in winter. As always, it is a pleasure having you on, my friend. Thanks for waking up with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I love how excited you are. You make me want to like do a dance or something.
Well, I'm excited because whenever you're on my show, you have the best products. I've used them myself. So what's the first beauty product we should be using?
Well, I always tell everyone that you really want to, and besides cosmetics, besides skincare, invest in a humidifier. A humidifier is so important because not only does it make sure that the air in your home is moist, but it's also going to hydrate your hair, hydrate your skin. So that's one product that I really, really think everyone should have in their home.
I love that. I actually have one in my bedroom, so that's good to know. Now, here's the thing, honey. I want to be merry, bright, and have that holiday glow. What do you recommend?
Well, kick off the holidays with viral self-care brand Tree Hut. They have just launched their latest limited edition holiday collection. It's called Gemstone Glow, and it is perfect for gifting a bestie or just spoiling yourself. Now, the 20-piece collection includes foaming gel washes, shea sugar scrubs, hydrators, and gift sets that are dripping in gemstone vibes. Gemstone Glow from Tree Hut also has scents such as peppermint pearl, enchanting emerald, and twinkling topaz. You can find them at Target, Ulta, and Walmart.
Those are great stocking stuffers. Any other skincare secrets you want to share?
Yes, it is all about budget-friendly gifting and clear glowing skin, and Thayer's blemish clearing pads wow on both fronts for under $10. Thayer's offers 60 alcohol-free pads powered by 2% BHA, witch hazel, aloe vera, and lemongrass to really clear whiteheads and blackheads, which help prevent new breakouts, all without stripping your skin. This is a great option to pad your holiday gifting budget instead of splurging on luxury options while still getting glowing results. Unwrap clear glowing skin this holiday season with a perfect item for you or as a stocking stuffer for a loved one.
Now, you know I love this next product for my hair, so can you share more?
Every single person I've recommended this brand to, they say the same thing. They love, love, love this brand. And that's V&Co Beauty. They have a unique proprietary peptide blend that features peptides, amino acids, proteins, vitamins. These are going to work deep within the hair follicles to boost hydration and strength, as well as increase volume and shine. Now, the one-of-a-kind collection caters to the needs of all hair types, from my personal favorite, which is the curly. They've also have for wavy hair, straight, even thickening options. Now, the brand just launched last year, and they have already won a Marie Claire Beauty Award. As a former senior beauty editor of Cosmopolitan magazine, I can tell you that winning a beauty award within the first year of launching is actually almost unheard of. So that tells you just how incredible and effective their products are. Now, you would expect with all these benefits that these would be very expensive. Nope. $8, you can get them at Target, Walmart, or Amazon.
And quickly, one final tip for making sure that we look beautiful this holiday season.
Invest in a red matte lip. You can never go wrong, but just make sure you're doing it right. Make sure that you're hydrating and exfoliating beforehand. Take a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon of olive oil, scrub your lips with that for about 30 seconds, and that red matte lip will last you all day, and you will never have to worry about it getting chapped. It's going to look great.
Yeah, I hate when it's all gunky looking with a red lip on. Yeah, not here for that.
Me too.
Where can we go for more,
That'll
my friend?
prevent it. Go to tipsontv.com.
Well, happy holidays. Always a
Right now at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we're making new smiles more affordable. Save 15% on most treatment plans over $1,000. Call 1-800-DENTURE today. Offer ends November 27th.
Go ahead and smile.
Look at this. A Medicare plan with a prepaid card for healthy groceries and other expenses.
Is that from Aetna?
Yeah. Why?
I have an Aetna Medicare plan. I get a prepaid card with a monthly allowance I can use on groceries, utilities, and I got to keep my doctor.
Really?
Yep.
I guess it can't hurt the call.
Never hurts to call.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, call us at 1-877-38-AETNA. We'll explain plans with benefits you may be eligible for. Our dual eligible special needs plans offer dental, vision, and hearing, a dedicated care team to help you use your benefits, plus a card with a monthly allowance you can use to help pay for groceries and more.
So I can get all of these benefits on top of what I already get?
That's right. You keep your Medicaid benefits and get even more from Aetna Medicare.
Wow.
Let me walk you through the plan. Make sure your doctor and prescriptions are covered and talk about the local support you'll get.
Call 1-877-38-AETNA today, and let's make healthier happen together.
So, did it hurt to call?
No, not at all.
It's hard saying goodbye to your car, so AutoNation makes it easy to say hello to your next one. Shop over 25,000 used vehicles now at AutoNation.com. Plus, we'll buy your car for top dollar. Call 877-AutoNation now.
Do you have Medicare and suffer with knee pain? Have you been told you have arthritis and that risky knee surgery with a lengthy recovery is the only answer? Well, stop everything and call the number on your screen, because Arthritis Knee Pain Centers has a non-surgical procedure that can eliminate your pain without surgery or downtime. Plus, it's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. Our doctors use an advanced image-guided procedure to restore natural lubrication and cushioning in your knees, to relieve your pain and restore your mobility without surgery or downtime. Many patients report relief after the first visit.
I'm not having any pain. My knee's not like sticking. It's just wonderful.
And after the first injection, I knew it was going to work.
Remember, it's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. So call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers now and schedule your no-charge, no-obligation knee pain screening. Call 800-507-2106. That's 800-507-2106.
Let Affordable Dentures and Implants help you get a new smile. Right now, save 15% on most treatment plans over $1,000. Call 1-800-DENTURE today. Offer ends November 27th.
Go ahead and smile.
Well, it's that time. It's nearly a wrap on today's show. But before we go, here's a look at today's sponsored content. Now we're going to bring in some deals from Maggie. It's that time of year to shine some light on the stories of remarkable women here in Southeast Texas. If you have a remarkable woman in your life and you want us to know about her, you can go to our website, CW39.com, to nominate someone for our Remarkable Women Award. In the coming weeks, one of those nominees will be selected as our local winner. She will get the chance to take a free trip to Los Angeles, where 125 remarkable women from across the country will be honored. The person selected from them as the National Remarkable Woman will win $25,000 that will go to the nonprofit of her choice. So send in your nominations now. We're taking them until December 20th. Now, before we go, I have to talk about a remarkable woman in my life. I have to give a very special shout out to one of my favorite people, my best friend, Portia Olinger, of nearly 15 years, aka the future Miss T. Kelly. I think we're going to have some photos that's going to come up there. She is there now with her beautiful partner, and I just wanted to share a moment to highlight her because she's such an incredible person. Now, we became friends. The story how we became friends actually involves a lunch kit, but I can't tell you there on air, and hopefully we'll still be friends, because this photo that you're looking at is a picture of us from high school, honey, and neither one of us look the same. Look at those eyebrows I had. But anyways, happy birthday, Portia. We love you, we honor you, and we hope that you have a fabulous day, Miss T. Kelly. All right, and we are wrapping up. Producer Bree, how much time do we have left in the show? Okay, we have 2 minutes left, so how about we come back on and maybe talk about some of the things that we talked about? How are you feeling? You want to do that? Okay, I think...
Can you hear me?
Okay, there we go, honey. I was like, don't leave me hanging out there.
I try not to.
People gonna be like, what's going on?
I didn't want to do that to you, girl.
Thank you so much for joining me. I think today was a pretty good show. You had some great things planned in there.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was, yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. So, what do we have in store for tomorrow? Maggie will be back, so I won't be here. So
yes.
Thank you all for welcoming me into your homes today. I had a great time up here. But anything you can tease ahead for tomorrow?
So tomorrow, we will be talking about some Black Friday deals or some Cyber Monday deals. Of course, that's always good.
Yes.
Ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday.
Absolutely.
So we'll give some of those top picks from best reviews and things of that sort. And then we'll also... talk about how, you know, how in the holidays we like to try to get fit and have that New Year's resolution and things like that. So we'll have somebody come on and talk about some things that will get us working out and doing some things so we can slim the body and make it look snatched and ready to go under the Christmas tree. I mean, under the mistletoe, not the Christmas tree.
All of the above. I have been trying to unbig my back for some time now. So
unbig your back.
I'm going to have to tune in. Seriously, I told myself, like, until the new year, limiting the, you know, drinking, limiting the fatty foods. I don't really eat a lot of fast foods, but sometimes when I'm on the go, I'll cheat and, you know, grab a little Chick-fil-A or something. But I've really been working on my fitness goals, so I'll have to tune in and see what y'all have in store. But speaking of Thanksgiving, what are your plans?
Not working.
Are you coming to Petra's house to get a plate?
Oh, no, we're going to see.
Because y'all are besties now, honey. She asks about you all the time since the last time I filled in. If she watches
we'll see.
Let's say hey to Mama P.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Mama
sure
P.
Thanksgiving is honestly my favorite holiday because it involves two of my favorite things.
Okay, we're going to have to wrap, girl.
And food, and they're wrapping us up. So we'll see you back here tomorrow, same place, same time. Thank you for tuning in with me. I'm Paige Hubbard, and you've been watching Houston Happens.